Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. I hope that you are well today. The sun is shining. So, what's the good word for the day? What's the thought for the day? A friend of mine and I were talking about being there for others, family and friends in their time of need or in their celebration of joy of life. And, what are some of the things that we can talk about scripturally when it comes to being there for someone? So I was praying, and I tell you, the one thing that really came upon my heart was the story of when Jesus stopped by Martha's house. Now, if you don't know the story, I'm going to read it. It's in Luke 10. But it's really prevalent to being there for others from so many different angles. I'm probably not going to have enough time to talk about all the different angles, and if you've ever heard a sermon on it, it's great. But I'm going to read to you from Luke 10, 38 through 42. So in Luke 10, 38, as Jesus and the disciples continued on their way to Jerusalem, they came to a certain village where a woman named Martha welcomed him into their home. Verse 39, her sister Mary sat at the Lord's feet listening to what he taught. Verse 40, but Martha was distracted by the big dinner she was preparing, and she came to Jesus and said, Lord, doesn't it seem unfair to you that my sister just sits here while I do all the work? Tell her to come and help me. 41, but the Lord said to her, my dear Martha, you are worried and upset over all these details. 42, there is only one thing worth being concerned about, Mary. Mary has discovered it, and it will not be taken away from her. So let's go back. So Jesus is traveling through Jerusalem, and he stops by Martha's house. Let's just say he stops by your house. Let's just say he stops by my house. This is Jesus, the Son of God, King of Kings, sitting on the right-hand throne of his Father. He's sitting in your house. I can't imagine. I'm not going to be Martha. Oh my gosh, is the house clean enough? Do I have the right food to prepare? What is it I want to prepare? This is Jesus. He's in my house. Now, on the one side, I want to do all the right things and look all the right way, but on the other, this is Jesus in my... How many times have I prayed, Jesus, just come sit with me. Please just tell me everything about what is to come, and tell me about why I'm going through this trial and tribulation, and share with me that it'll be okay. It's easy to do both. So Martha, since it's her home and she was hosting the dinner, was busy preparing, trying to make everything perfect, while her sister Mary, love this if you have a sibling, Mary just sat down in front of Jesus' feet and just listened to him. And she was just with him, sharing fellowship. Now, she didn't do anything wrong to Martha. She wasn't trying to not do anything, helpful. She was so consumed with being with Jesus and listening and sharing in the fellowship of the friendship that he had by being in their home with them. So think about it on this way, about spending time with family and friends. Are you the Martha that's so busy with preparing and cleaning and cooking and making things just right? Or are you the Mary that just wants to be with that friend or that family member no matter what else is going on? No matter if the meal is prepared or you're going to Popeyes. No matter if the house is clean or you're sitting on a couch full of dust. Will you just be still, or will you be worried and concerned about details that do not matter? Remember, that's what Jesus said to Martha in 41. But the Lord said to her, my dear Martha, you are worried and upset about all these details. That's a whole nother lesson right there, is about when we get concerned about all the little details and we don't focus on just spending time with Jesus, spending time in the Word. That's not really where I was headed today, but I just want you to know that it matters when we love Jesus and we want to be his hands and feet in this world. Be there for others. Don't be a Martha, be a Mary. Just be with your friends. Share the quality of the time together. This journey is so precious, and we're not promised tomorrow. So if someone calls you or you've got someone on your heart, pick up the phone and make the phone call. Spend some time with them. Listen to them. Don't be on your cell phone when you're with them, or if you're in a restaurant looking around. Be with them. It doesn't matter about the mess that you're sitting in, because every season has mess. Every one of them. I am praying for favor and blessing over you today. I am praying that the face of Jesus just shines upon you. And I hope that you know how much God loves you right now, no matter where you're at. And I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll see you soon.